Only in the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love key talk game.
Check it out, man. All right. So, of course, we know that everybody's been on Gunna's head top. I'm talking about most of the rappers been on his head top. Of course, as of lately, a couple of rappers did actually go to Gunna's show inside of Dubai. And one rapper actually took it a step further and did a toast with Gunna. Now, while Gunna had a show in Dubai, maybe they had shows. Well, I'm pretty sure they did. They wouldn't just be there just to be there, right? So, Chris Brown was in attendance. And then, of course, it looks like Offset, one of the members of the, the Migos, Offset actually had a toast with Gunna. Of course, that shook up the internet, and now what's also shaking up the internet is the fact that Young Thug, hold up. Not Young Thug. Well, yeah, it is Young Thug, but we know it is Young Humbled Under God. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, that's what the lawyer said the Thug and Young Thug's name stand for. So, Papa Young Humbled Under God actually came out and said, listen, man. Well, actually, he was asked, hey, how do you feel about, Lil Baby recently dissing Gunna? Because obviously, if y'all didn't see it, I guess a DJ played one of Gunna's songs, and Lil Baby told him to cut it off because we ain't playing no raps, right? So it sounded like he's standing on business according to his street code and whatever he thinks the street code is, and of course what other people feel that the street code is as well, right? Even though we know that these days is a whole lot of breaking of the street code and all this other stuff, and sometimes people make exceptions for some people, and then these exceptions get made, all type of stuff, right? So it ain't actually really no legit code. So, listen, this is the idea, right? And we'll get back on top in a second. Somebody need to write a book called The Codes of the Streets, you know what I'm talking about? And in the Code of the Streets book, write all the rules of the streets, you know what I'm talking about? So they can have some way to look at it and say, okay, listen, it's page 5, chapter 6, it says rule number 5, like the 50 laws of power, 40 laws of power, whatever that is, you know what I'm talking about? They need to do that, like you got the Bible to look for, right? You know what I'm talking about? So since the street codes, it's pretty much like the Bible of the streets, and you're supposed to stick to it, somebody go ahead and write a book, because nobody's following it, and nobody knows what it actually is, because it's always some exceptions made, right? Anyway, so with that being said, you know, I'm talking about Young Thug's dad came out and was like, man, listen, bro, in response to asking how he felt about, Lil Baby dissing Gunna, tell him to cut that music off to the DJ, stop, you know what I'm talking about? He said, what needs to happen is Lil Baby need to shut up, and I'm not over exaggerating, but it actually did cuss with it.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing shots at Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck, cause he don't know what's going on. He's going off of what he heard. Ask Lil Baby, have he ever came to a court date?
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I want y'all to ask these goddamn rappers and these bloggers with this whole snitch shit and this. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name him? Go on their social media pages and say, why in the haven't you been at the courthouse to support your dude? And I guarantee you won't get an answer. So that's how.
And he's kind of frustrated because he feels that, listen, man, all this stuff is going around. You're talking about Gunna. All these rappers want to stop messing with Gunna and all this stuff, but nobody knows what's really going on. You know what I'm talking about? Ask any of them rappers if any of them has been to any one of Young Thug's, Young Humble Under God, court dates, because they haven't. They ain't going to give you no answer to that. So, with that being said, it seems like he is a bit frustrated. However, here's the thing. We can't say that he's actually talked to Thug, whether Thug how he feels about it. For one, he probably wouldn't do that because every call that Thug have is literally going to be recorded. But then also, Young Thug's sister, Dolly White, already came out and said, hey, man, we not rocking with Gunna. So the father is saying all the rappers need to stop that, specifically Young Baby at that particular time need to, just shut the F up. But of course, Dolly White, which is Young Thug's sister, is like, hey, man, listen, we don't rock with him. So with that being said, everybody going to have to pick their side of what they're going to do. As you can see, Quavo, pretty much after the picture came out of Offset with Gunna having a toast, what I'm talking about, Quavo posted a picture next and pretty much said, hey, man, free Young Thug or whatever. So you got some people that's going to rock with him and some people not. Now, as far as Gunna himself, Buddy been hopping in his bag. When I say he been hopping in his bag, he done did some song with some Afro beats people. You know what I'm talking about? After he did some songs with Afro beat people, that done got him a little bigger audience like that. So it's kind of on a rise, elevating, even if it does go past just hip hop, right? So some people are gonna rock with him, some people not. I'm sure outside of the hip hop world, nobody cares. You know what I'm talking about? If there's other artists and other type of genres like Afro beats where he went to, they're not gonna look, hey, he's a shit, so ain't gonna do it. So, you know, that's tricky, like a hip hop only rule. We're not really, because some other people may won't, but at the same time, you know what I'm talking about? He either gonna rock with people and they gonna rock with him too, or it's not gonna happen. But we'll see how the numbers go, right? We're gonna have to, now we got the last time we compared Honeycomb Brazy numbers to Finesse 2 Times numbers, now this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to start comparing Gunna's numbers to every rapper that don't rock with him and don't want to rock with him because he, you know what I'm talking about, he told online, you know what I'm talking about, or some allege he told, some say he didn't told. It's always this and that, like I said, exceptions, right? So we're going to start comparing his numbers to everybody else's numbers so we can see who really doing numbers, you know what I'm talking about? Yes, we understand this is the street code for some people, some street code is not for some people, but what are the numbers saying, you know what I'm talking about? And of course, what the numbers are going to say is who is the most popular artist, you know what I'm talking about? Who's really doing their thing, whose numbers decrease. So we got to figure that out and start doing some comparisons so we can see, because now anytime we see any rappers say something against Gunna, actually, and we'll be able to see which artists are still going to try to go and work with Gunna and see if their numbers are dwindling, if they just trying to, you know, business-wise or just partner out. Who knows? It's probably all business. But anyways, how do y'all feel about what Young Thug, you know what I'm talking about, Dad said? Pretty much every rapper need to shut the heck up, especially Lil Baby. He said he need to shut the fuck up because he don't know what's going on. You did hear the audio earlier. Let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.